Okay. Hi, everybody. Villain, B-Dragon, hello. Shade Strike, hello. Nice to see you, everybody. Thanks for the resub, by the way. I appreciate you. How are y'all doing today? Okay, so don't get angry. Oh, my captions aren't on. Hold on. Cool. There we go. I've turned them on. Don't get angry. No, I don't want to watch this. I mean, it's good, but I don't want to watch it. We're gonna be doing some dastardly things. All right. But let's get started. Yep, okay. I'm emulating Eco for the first time, which is exciting. I've never not played this on the PS3, so that's cool. Hopefully it works. I'm kind of counting on it working. So yeah, what have you all been up to? Also, I had no idea how long this was actually going to take, so that's why we're starting an hour early. Whoa, wow, okay. Don't remember what I'm doing. That's fine, I'm sure. Okay, so goal of this run. Every single companion in every single Team Eco game, we are going to assist them in meeting their demise, okay? Because I am a horrible person. So that's gonna be, unfortunately, I say unfortunately, we can't do anything about Mono in Shadow of the Colossus. There's nothing we can do to make her, like, go away. So she technically gets away scot-free. But everybody else is gonna be in for a bad time. I'm starting with Eco because it's gonna be the longest. Technically we can let Yorda die at any point. And then, like, all we have to do is reset the checkpoint. I have it set for doing it in the graveyard because the checkpoint is, like, right there. We only need to do it once, though, according to my absolutely arbitrary rules that I just made up, of course. But we also need to get rid of Stick. Because Stick percent exists. Stick is our best friend. We need to get rid of Stick, so we gotta go through both East and West Arena in order to do that. Which is, what, like 15 minutes from the end of the game or something, so... This will definitely be the longest of the three, because we already have a category in Last Guardian for letting Trico fall, and that's like an hour, so... Hey, Shadow Tash. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a horrible person for making up this category, but I don't know. I wanted to make Tricofecta shorter. Sadly, we only get to play Shadow of the Colossus for like 5 minutes. So... I'm not even really sure you can count what we're doing in Shadow of the Colossus to be playing Shadow of the Colossus. And there's definitely, in order to do what I'm gonna be doing in Shadow of the Colossus to get rid of aggro, we need the parachute. So technically, if I wanted to make this category that doesn't exist more like comprehensive and actually force you to play the games a little bit, I would make you start on a save file where you don't have the parachute and, like, you need to get it, right? But then we're just kind of getting into the same thing where it's like, well, if you're gonna do a Tricofecta, you might as well just do the whole thing, right? Oh, I missed. I know, Yorda. I'm sorry that I suck, okay? She's like, excuse me. Don't forget me. I'm coming, Yorda. I'm sorry. Hey, Aiden. I'll do my best. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it. Hopefully everything, works as we have strategically connived. Maybe I should have started with Shadow first, just to make sure that it works. Hey, Dragon Sage, thanks for the good luck. Hope you're doing good. And thanks for the boop. So yeah, we have to make it through both arenas, which kind of bums me out. Like, East isn't really so bad, but... Whoopsie, went the wrong way. Yeah, she should have a dislocated shoulder, for being real. Just yanking her everywhere. And her poor bare feet, too. On this hard stone, just pap, 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 for like an hour and a half. Poor gal. Also, hey, we have the berries on cam today instead of Mort. I forgot to mention, because, Mort was being a little shy. And then, you stay there, honey. And then, of course, once I put the camera on the berries, he was all like, "Why aren't you looking at me? Come on. Let's go." Honestly, the checkpoint here isn't that bad either, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm having a thought at the moment. And maybe I need to wait for like Sancho or somebody familiar with the eco speedrun to hop in here. Why don't we leave Yorda over by the bridge? Is there some reason we don't do that that I'm not thinking of? It could be that Shadows will come and get her if you leave her there. But, like, what's the purpose of leaving her in this room versus just pulling her out that door even when the bridge isn't up, and then you can just go get her from the bridge? So my definition is basically like, Yorda gets taken as part of the story, right? Like, she gets carried away as part of the story sometimes. So we're gonna have her actually, like, turn everything to stone. I fail to save her because I am a bad companion. So basically we're just gonna take an intentional death at Graveyard for Yorda. And then the run ends where stick percent would end. Where we lose stick. We're not gonna do stick percent though. And like, maybe we should? Maybe this should be a stick percent run? Where we just have to go and get the same stick, you know? Ooh, that was kind of close. Ooh, don't do it. Because you change loads when you leave her there, so this way you can spend as much time as you want doing this, but the other way you can't. Okay, so there is a reason. I figured, you know. Y'all are smart with how you put this eco run together, so... Because obviously if you could just drag her through the door and then not have to do as much backtracking to get her, that would be better from a speedrun perspective, but... if other things go bad as a result of that, then obviously... I'm sorry, ever since we did the PS2 version, I'm terrified of this chain. And I don't need to be. I could have just dropped, I'm sure, and it would have been fine. No, no, what are you doing, you goob? So yeah, we'll take an intentional death in graveyard, and then hopefully, like, I'm just good enough at this run that I can't just be like I am with Inside, where it's like, oh, you know, we're probably gonna die at some point anyway, so whatever. Like, I think I need to take the intentional death, but it's very possible that I will die on accident later. Anyway, so... Watch me die on purpose in graveyard, and then die on accident also in graveyard. I'm not gonna save on that bench. I'm tempted to, because I don't like this section. But I'm not gonna do it. Also, hi, Lucas. I didn't actually say that. I just read your comment, but hi. Nice to see ya. I mean, they're the whole reason that you play the game, right? I love my little fake people. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I love my games with companions. I'm not doing it. I'm not dropping down there when I could just walk around here and spend an extra 10 seconds to not die. Jumping makes me feel better. I think it's actually slower, but it makes me feel nice. Okay, so... Hey, I did it! Oof. That's one of the simple things that I could do to improve my run, is just, like, learn how to do that so that I don't explode. Because there's a way to do it where you actually, like, get there fast enough or throw it or something, and then you don't... Yorda. Yorda, honey. I shouldn't have called you, I'm sorry. And then you don't explode. Just little things. Thanks, villain. I've taken a break this year from events. The year before, I did like 30 different events. 36, I think. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yorda, honey. Oh, Yorda, come on. So like some weekends I had like 3 or 4 runs in one weekend, you know? No, 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 Yorda, no. Come on, honey, we gotta go right now. Right now, sweetie. Oh, I've been caught in that room once, and I don't know what to do if she actually gets taken away. But it had been forever since we checkpointed, so... Hey, Ryan, nice to see ya. How you doing? So yeah, like, I had a really, really busy year last year, so I was like, this year I'm gonna take it a little bit easier, and I've only done, like... No, haha. I've only done, like, 7 or 8 marathons so far this year, which is very, very few for me. But we did get into Frame Fatales, which is cool. So Yuzu and I will be racing Last Guardian in Frame Fatales. And then Ruby is doing Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know what I'm doing. Ruby's also in backup for Eco, which is cool. Again, almost a Tricofecta. And Yuzu is also doing Pray for the Gods. Which is like a... almost like a fan-made Shadow of the Colossus. The dev studio's like 3 people or something. Come on, Yorda. Stay with me. Come on, honey. Get over here. Come here. Come on. Yorda. Hey. I didn't get to call her that last time. Come on. Cool. But yeah, like, I love... Yay! I got a trophy! Woohoo! Oh, I guess for realizing that we can't go out the door. I don't know. I have not played Eco on this profile, so... That's why we're getting trophies. Stay here, hun. I guess I didn't even need to bring her that far. But yeah, I love doing speedruns for charity. That's like one of my big things. But the fact that I had to take my streaming from 3 days to 2, you know, I have so much going on. I'm very, very glad that that was actually the button to throw the bomb. Because I forgot. And if it wouldn't have been, I would have exploded. I was like, why are we so far behind? And it's because, I missed jumping to the cage at the beginning. Yeah, we're absolutely saving here because Yorda's about to depart temporarily. Oh, we saving. Oh, we saving. Good lord, it's like 12 megs of data, bro. Can we just... Okay. So we're gonna basically intentionally do this wrong. There's a shadow spawning right here, so... Wow, bro. You suck at your job. Where are you taking her? There's a pool right behind you. And I'm gonna try to stay as close as possible. This is my idea of strategy. Because when she turns everything to stone, the wave still has to get to me in order to turn me to stone. So if I stay like right next to her, yeah, it happens immediately. Cool. So we've been a bad companion for Yorda. Now we can do it the right way, I hope. Alright, you good, honey? Do not move, okay? I don't trust you. I'm sorry. The game figures you might as well save something. Yeah, we ain't saving our friends for sure. So it's making sure it saves that data real good. Sadly, I don't think there's a way to get rid of, like, the queen's sword. Like, once you pick it up, I don't think you can put it down again. Oh, I don't actually know what I'm doing. Come on, Yorda. Come on, honey. Run, run, run. Run, don't stop. Don't stop. Just get down here. Let's go, let's go. Oh, she's not on it. Oh, it's going wrong right from the beginning. Yorda, get on here, honey. Let me through the door! Why isn't it working? Why didn't the door open? Alright, I'm gonna have to do the fight. Which technically makes the next part easier. So it's not the worst. I hope this is where Yorda went. we have to get another big thick? Like, really? Got a spider going all sorts of weird there in the background. Oh yeah, get him pinned against the chair. Just like we do in the arena. Oh, you want to join in the fun, bro? Alright, let me get some more little spider guys. In the PS2 version, they hurt you, which is just garbage. Yeah, I'm not necessarily gonna complain about having to do this fight, actually, because part of the reason that actually doing Graveyard Skip is hard is because there's 2 shadow fights happening simultaneously, and we just eliminated one of them, so... The next... You joshing me here? The next part of Graveyard should be simpler. Paige, hello! Nice to see you. And Ray is here as well. Yarda, could you please? Yeah, I mean, she's scared now because there's spiders and everything. Are we done with shadows? Stand here, honey. She's still scared. Alright, give her a second. She'll get over it. And she didn't grab my hand. Okay, okay, okay. Stand here. Thank you. So now there's nothing out here that's gonna, like, try to catch her. And we shouldn't have any problem getting her through the door without getting caught again. Because those are the shadows that are trying to catch her while we're doing this normally. Like, obviously that wasn't great, but whatever, this is just for fun. This category doesn't exist. And it makes me a horrible person, so... Alright, so second shadow fight should be starting. Now. Come on, Yorda. Stay near me. Yorda. Yorda. Honey. For the love of God. Yorda. Come here. Okay. Okay. We made it. Now, all we have to do is not get caught in the next shadow fight, and we'll have a checkpoint, and I will feel pretty decent about that. Also, let me, Yeah, I mean, you can't really blame her, can you? Let's zoom in on a berry here for a little bit. Dingle is sleeping. Well, so is Tonberry, but I always go too far. Huh. Cool. Alright. So... Yorda, you have one job, okay? Ew. Oh, I'm scared. So Bad Handler is every companion in every Team Eco game. We are gonna try to be as bad to them as possible. Fall down, guys. Thank you. Beautiful. So we've already let Yorda die once. The stick that I'm carrying, we're gonna get to the point where... Yeah, I'm gonna kill everyone. We're gonna get to the point where I drop my stick. We're gonna kill aggro in Shadow of the Colossus, which is actually kind of a huge deal. Shoutouts to Aiden for figuring out how to do that in the PS4 version. It was formerly thought not to be possible. But Aiden helped me to make it possible. And Aiden was even kind enough to wait until I did this run before sharing the discovery, so... Oof, I hate this windmill so much. It's so iconic and so cool, and I hate it. I don't know why I specifically suck at doing it. Ooh, I thought I missed. Alright, we're through. So yeah, I don't know. I wanted to make a Tricofecta that's shorter, because a normal Tricofecta is all 3 Team Eco games, Shadow of the Colossus Eco and Last Guardian, back to back in one run. And that's fine and fun, but it also takes like 8 hours-ish. And this is shorter, so... Like, seriously, we're gonna spend like 5 minutes on Shadow of the Colossus. We're not even gonna fight any colossi. The reason that she wasn't ready was just I was a bad runner. I should have been calling her. That's not on you, Yorda. I see people leave her, like, during these jumps, but I feel like she does it better if you try to help her. And we'll be nice to Yorda for the rest of the run. She's already served her time, as it were. Do not go back down there, honey. Come on. Okay. These doors just make me so happy. They're checkpoints, so... I guess we'll see if this works. Whoopsie. I can't even jump onto a chain. If it doesn't, no big deal. If it does, cool. I don't actually know what the, like, benchmark is for, like, where you're supposed to put her. I just kind of chuck her down there and hope it works. But... I don't feel great about this. But, like, whatever. Eco, get in the hole. Oh yeah, no, she's totally getting caught. Eco, turn on the lever! Dumbass. I'm coming, Yorda. I'm coming. I gotcha. I'm sorry, honey. They were hanging out up top for a while, so I figured it was alright. But alas. We'll get rid of some spiders while we wait for the other guy. Oh, and it's a tiny guy. That's nice, at least. I actually kind of prefer that. Because it's, I guess it was the big guy who took her. Which means that he despawned and something else spawned in his place. And the thing that spawned in his place was much smaller and easier to kill. So cool. Come on, hun. Oh, thank you! You just stepped in here all on your own. No, honey. Yorda, get in here. You goober. Ah, she is making this impossible. Honey, get in here. And then stay in here. Did Barry play Eco? I know Barry has played Last Guardian, obviously, because I was there. Okay, so that took like way longer than it was supposed to, but whatever. Yeah, Yorda knows. Yorda knows that we have her worst intentions in mind, so... I did just watch her get sucked into a hole and did nothing about it. I can't blame her for not trusting me. Dingleberry sleeping so soundly. I'd change the camera to Tonberry just now, since they're both kind of in the same place. Okay. So we're gonna pretend that all of the time that's being lost from this next split is because I intentionally let Yorda die, and not any of the other things. That were just me being bad. What? Why am I walking that way? Don't do that. Nice to see that the controls are still very confused, even when I'm not playing on a PS3 controller anymore. Oh, this is glorious. That could not have gone better. Absolutely perfect. Beautiful. Lovely. I'm not lined up, am I? Nope. Hold on, Yorda. You wanna go for a ride? Aw, she usually hops up and says hello. Sad. No, Mort lives next to the berries. Like, their enclosures are touching. But they live in separate enclosures because they require different things. Mort would get sick if he lived in the Tonberry's enclosure. Oh, good job, Yorda. Look at you, strong, independent lady. Yeah, don't pay attention to the splits. I'm sure everything's fine. The berries are actually really nice because they don't... Like, they have a heat lamp for them to bask if they want to, but I don't really need to worry about what temperature their, like, entire enclosure is because their natural habitat is, like, in the 70s. Ooh, that always makes me nervous. So it's basically room temperature in our house, which is really nice. Ooh, and both those guys turtled. This is great. This is wonderful. So yeah, aside from their basking spot, the temperature is really easy. They do need a lot of humidity though, because they come from a tropical place. So I've hooked them up with a misting system that I put together on a timer. So it goes off every couple hours and rains on them. Plus they have their bubbler, which they can climb around on, that just constantly cycles water. Man, I just bought a wet dry vac 2 days ago. I was gonna wait till Christmas, but I couldn't wait anymore. I really, really wanted one, and there was one on sale. And man, that thing is awesome. It's great. Because usually in order to clean their bubbler, which of course gets kind of scungy over time, and I don't want them drinking gross water, because they will drink out of the bubbler, even though they have water bowls. I used to have to unplug it, which is a hassle all on its own, because I have to hide the plugs from them. So I have to unplug it, lift it physically out of the enclosure while it has water in it and it's very heavy. Take it to the bathroom, scrub it, clean it, do all that. Let it cycle soapy water and like dump it repeatedly. It's a pain in the butt to clean. And now, with this wet dry vac, I cleaned it in about 30 minutes. It was great. While it was in the enclosure as well. Which was really nice. Oh, you sold your Cresties? Just kinda getting out of it, needed money, found somebody who would adore them. Let me down, let me down. Okay, camera, thank you. She always gets caught here, like, it's fine. I just, you know, don't want to take any chances. Yeah, that happens, like, fairly frequently. People are just like, I feel like my cresty, beardy, whatever, isn't getting the care it deserves, so I'm gonna give it away. That's kind of what happened with Chap, right? Like, we were rehabilitating him, and then as soon as the option became available that he could possibly go to, like, a zoo or something, we were like, yeah, this is gonna be great for him, you know? Even though we love him and miss him. He doesn't live across from the bearded dragon named Ruth Beardy Ginsburg anymore. Because she went to her forever home. Which is sort of sad. I was super down for that Beardy. But he has an iguana friend. Humidity's hard. And to be honest, like, the fact that you were even trying is already, like, so many steps ahead of the average person who owns a leopard gecko. You know? Because most people just stick it in a 10-gallon with whatever the pet store says to put in there, and they're like, okay, this is cool. Ugh, I wanted to back him into this corner by the couch, but whatever. Okay. Got him. And again, because I'm a little unpracticed with this run, we are gonna save here. Hey, bruh, stop it. And she won't sit down if there's still spiders, so... But yeah, the berries need like 75 to 85% humidity, which is decently high. And we're competing against a dehumidifier because our house will get up to that if we let it, and then everything gets like moldy and gross. So we have a dehumidifier for our whole house, and then we have to like redo the humidity in the reptile enclosures. Okay, we basically get one shot at this, and we basically never make it. And that's totally expected and fine. This is a really, really hard skip to do, even for, like, way more experienced runners. So... Oh, but okay, come on, Yorda. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go, 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 go. Honey, honey, we made it. Come on. Yorda, get up the ladder. You dumb sweetie. That was perfect, and it was literally just Yorda decided that she didn't want to do it. She had the time, and she was just like, nah, whatever. Okay, I think other things are spawning. Come on, Yorda. You want to do like a half skip? Haha, you can't get her while she's climbing. Okay. I'll take half skip, that's fine. She's fine, right? She's fine. I got confused between this and the other arena. She should be fine. Out here. Oh, that's good. That's good that you knew somebody who was gonna, like, be able to find them a home, like, with more enrichment, right? Because that's the big thing. When people say that, like, we just don't have the time for them the way we used to or whatever, what they mean is that they can't offer them the enrichment of, like, hanging out with them. So that's good. Oopsie, wrong way. I'm sure that they will be very happy. Plus, when it comes to, like, cresties, most geckos, really, it can kind of be a pain in the butt to feed them. Because insects, right? Cresties are pretty indifferent about people. I believe that because they drop their tails really easily. It's pretty common to see a crestie without a tail. Beardies are just adorable. Oopsie. Please get me up here. Beardies are super cute. We used to have... Get down. Let's just make this take as long as possible. We used to have a class pet bearded dragon. I just cannot make these jumps. Named Tripod because he wasn't taken care of the right way at first, and so he, was missing a leg. And I like beardies a lot. They're very personable. And yet I have never owned one, aside from me being the one who was taking care of that class pet. Yorda, what are you doing, honey? Yeah, even Raphaelos, our first Tegu, his tail was a little messed up when he was a baby. Just from being with all the other babies. Yeah, like they were nipping at each other's tails and everything. Alright, you stay here, Yorda. Thanks for the trophy? What, for picking up the sword, I guess? I have to remember the right way across here. Yeah, it was actually never really my intention to have geckos. Ever. For a little while I considered breeding day geckos. For those who don't know, day geckos are basically the Geico gecko. He's a day gecko. But... I don't know, I just never really thought that I would have geckos, and now of course I have Gek. Gek Bagel. But she was a rescue. And she's getting up there. She's getting old. She's at least 5. But she could be significantly older. And for geckos who, you know, her life expectancy is like 7 years. Like 7 years is good. She's getting old. And it's starting to show. She's slowing down, and that's okay. She's having a great time over there. Come on, Yorda. Let's get out of here before you get in trouble. You've already had your trouble for this run. Okay. Shouldn't have any problems with this, because this is... Yorda, don't let go of my hand, honey. This is not the hard arena. Oh, there's shadows already, though. Don't like that. Alright, but the door at the end here is a checkpoint, so... we good. Stay here. So yeah, in the most recent actual Tricofecta, we lost the eco run to the other arena. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. We got Mr. Clippy super hard. Okay, we need this. Okay. It's true, I've always wanted a, Chahua gecko. A chewy is often what they're called. They're very big for geckos. Yay! Come on, honey. East Arena is done. Alright, where's the... alrighty. You ready, Yorda? We're gonna do this. Yeah! You didn't. But that's okay. Because I love you anyway. Yeah, Gek is one of the many varieties of geckos that really shouldn't be handled. She's pretty chill about it, all things considered. Like, somebody just requested a painting from her, and it was actually super convenient because I needed to clean her enclosure anyway. So we had her out and she did a little painting and she was totally just chilling, being carried around. But even still, like, we do the painting, we do the cleaning of the enclosure, and then it's like, okay, honey, I'll leave you alone. You know? So she's very placid among geckos. Whereas, like, Mort, it's like, hey, buddy, you want to do a painting? And he's like, oh, please, let me out! Treats, yay! Run around! And then, like, day geckos, of course. If you freak them out, even just, like, touching them can make their skin fall off, so... Alright, gotta go, gotta go. Make sure we're out here for Yorda. Okay, turns out that they took approximately 6 years. Alright, everybody fell down, that's nice. Very cool. We're free! Alright, you stay here. Things aren't too bad in the run after this. We definitely have some potential challenges still ahead, not the least of which is West Arena. But we'll take it slowly. Oh god. I forgot that we have to do this room, though. We already got caught here once. Which is very, very spooky. I don't see shadows, though, so... Oh, there they are. Do not let go of my hand, honey. Okay? And also, I'd rather that we weren't slinkying, please. Can you stop that? Ugh. That room only gets worse. Every time you walk through it, it spawns another shadow encounter. So by the time that we're done with the game, we're gonna walk into that room and there's gonna be 3 overlapping shadow encounters. It's just full of shadows everywhere. Bless you, Yorda, maybe. What was that? Oh, she's going. Come on, honey. I just complimented you. Don't make me regret it. Enjoy your shower, villain. I'm sure we'll be here when you're done. Since this is still just eco. And like I said, to be fair, we're only gonna spend like 5 minutes or something on Shadow of the Colossus, but... I know, honey. Thank you, Yorda, for being so helpful, but I know that you're out there. No. Oops. I pulled it a smidge further than I intended to, but that's okay. Yorda, might we actually save time? Off of the 5 minutes that we've lost? Okay, another checkpoint, and nobody can take that away from us. I'm not super concerned about Village, to be honest. And I actually quite like this section that we're currently in. So this should be pretty chill. I don't need to bring her that far with me. I love this skip. It's so clever. Like, the skips in this section save minutes by just doing very simple things. Yeah, she's ready to go. It's always a little tough to get her through this door because of the camera change. It's easy to just, like, keep doing that thing where you go through the door over and over again. Alright, come on, Yordi. Oh man, that was beautiful. No setup or anything, I just did it. If only I could do that in actual runs of Eco. Which, I don't know, I might come back to Eco and lower my time a little bit. I'm not sure. I do want to do more Shadow of the Colossus. Either like intended percent or the boss rushes I like. Just things that, again, don't quite take as long. Because I find Shadow to be really hard, personally. Did you figure out how to stop the berries flooding their enclosure? Turned out that the answer was basically get over it. Like, the more that I turned it off and tried to keep them from doing it, the more time they spent on it because they missed it. So if I just like dealt with it for a couple days, they started to chill out about it. And then they wouldn't just hang out on it for 30 minutes spilling water everywhere. I put it in a tub so that if they drip water right off the side, it just goes into the tub, and then I wet dry vac the tub every couple days when it gets full. So a combination of a couple things combined with it's still pretty moist in there. Yeah, Aiden, I agree. This is probably like my favorite section of the game, starting from once you get through the place with the box in the window. Basically up to when you get to the village, I think. Yeah. And I just cleaned it out yesterday, so it's got nice fresh water for them, and it's bubbling real nice. They're having a great time. Bro, just... yes. Come on, Yorda. Uh-oh. Will this be the day? Nope. We're good. I have never taken more than 2 tries on pump jump. Ever. And I thought maybe finally we had met our match. It'll happen. One day I will just completely lose how to do it. But yeah, I love spoiling the reptiles, so there's no way that I was actually ever gonna take the bubbler out of their enclosure because they love it so much. Oh, Yorda's like right here. She's doing great. Oof, that was closer than I would have liked it to be, but hey, we made it. That's what matters. Things have been going suspiciously smoothly. Alright, I'm just gonna hop down here, whatever. You ready, Yorda? Where are you? Hi! You wanna just hop down on your own? Thank you! Look at you go. Maybe she's finally forgiven me for intentionally killing her at the beginning. Come on. Because she was being a little troll for a while. Come on, honey. Don't let go of my hand. I need you to do this right, though. Because God knows where we would end up if she gets caught here. I don't know where the checkpoint is. Okay, stay, please. Come on, Yorda. I gotcha. You just gotta get up on the box. Oh, why? Why? No! No, 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 no! No, no, no! Yorda, honey, please get up on the box. Okay, she's getting caught. We're just gonna do the fight. I couldn't get the boy to turn around to, like, help her. We have the sword, though, so the fight isn't even gonna take that long. Alright, come on, Yorda. Let's get the heck out of here, sweetie. Turn around. He just would not grab her hand no matter what. Well, whatever. We made it. Yeah, I have no idea where you go if she gets caught there and you actually fail the fight. Because we haven't touched one of those doors in a long time. So what, do you go, like, back to the beginning of that entire section? Also, we've been looking at Tonberry for a while. Let's take a look at Dingle for a bit. She hasn't shook her head at us the entire time. This entire run. Despite the fact that I let her die in graveyard, she hasn't shaken her head. Hope she's on this thing. It was kind of hard to tell. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost to a bench. And then once again, I will feel better about my life. Okay, honey. You hop down here. Nice, okay. So now the only thing that we really have to worry about is shadows in the elevator. Hey, Sakasa! Nice to see you. How you doing? Thanks for the lizard treats. We just bought a fresh couple packs of blueberries, so... Also, we're having fried rice for dinner, and I'm so excited. We're having just an entire week of Japanese food this week. We're having fried rice. Not that fried rice is, like, exclusively Japanese, but... We're having fried rice today. Udon. I guess probably tomorrow. And sukiyaki on Friday. Or, yeah, Friday. Alive! Well, that's good. One step at a time, huh? New role at work. Is it a role that you wanted or a role that was foisted upon you? If only you could just, like, jump over this railing and get to the end of the game. Because you go there later. That's Waterworks. That's the end of Waterworks, in fact. Okay, this shadow seems to be all about my business. I see him looking at me. Okay, honey, you are not making this any easier. I am just going to assume that the shadow is absolutely going to... Stop it. Get in here, uh-huh. And we are just going to destroy him. I've definitely made it up this elevator without any shadows, but... It's kind of an RNG thing, like we didn't do it very good either. Yeah, and in fact this one's gonna show up as well. Which kind of sucks because we're very close to where its screen fades. But we wouldn't have been close enough, so... And there were only the two shadows to worry about. Like, we're good. It's worth it to pull rather than push, so... Like, it's worth it to spend the time to go around. Which is why I did that. Sorry, Yorda, about slapping your knees repeatedly. Alright, let's go sit down at this bench. Yay! That first save, though, seriously took like a minute. I don't know why it took so long. 101 at Water Tower isn't the worst. It's not, like, great, but it's not the worst either. Like, this is just for fun, so... Working on a project that the customers won't give us a straight answer. I feel you there. Man, that's... Ugh. Nyeh. Ooh. I had a client not that long ago who gave me this whole big assignment, and then when I turned it in, he was like, "This is completely wrong. How could you have gotten this so wrong?" And I'm like, "Well, okay, what's wrong with it?" And he was like, "Well, I wanted this, this, and this." And it's like, okay, well then, why didn't you tell me that you wanted this, this, and this? Working with those kind of people. But then, of course, you put that in, and they're like, why did you do this? And it's like, because you said so. And that's not what they wanted either. Working with those people is such a nightmare. And I'm lucky because I have the luxury of being able to be like, okay, we'll find somebody else, you know? Not everybody has that luxury. Like, somebody contacted me this morning that I know that I don't want to work with. And he's like, yeah, we could do like a brief little trial period and then we'll really iron things out. And I'm like, or we could just not. You get a sense fairly early on for certain people that you know that you don't want to work with. Like, before you even work with them. Okay, still a couple spooky jumps in here that I specifically have a hard time with, but we're almost done. I'm tempted to go back and save, but I won't. Oh, there's a head shake. I knew you had it in you, Yorda. Okay, almost there. We got like 2 more things to do. This place always stresses me out because I've died here so many times to like really stupid things. Just jump in a straight line. That's all I need to do is jump in a straight line. I landed right next to where I needed to in order to not splat, of course. Oh, I want to save. But I can't. I mean, I could if I dragged Yorda all the way back there, but... Okay, I can't psych myself out over it. We just go over here, we stand here, jump in a straight line, D-pad, just do it. And then of course we have to go back still. But... So it sounds like you're in some kind of like tech position, right? I don't like this. I don't like this. Just jump. Okay. Okay. Cool. Alright, Yorda. You have 1 job, sweetie. Okay? Are you ready? Yorda, I need you to be ready. And I need you to jump over here. Okay, come on, honey. Get over. Thank you. Alright. And now come on over here. Yorda. The shadow is freaking me out. You gotta get over here, okay? Because I guess it's possible for that shadow to, like, glitch, and he does end up being able to catch her. So... But whatever, we got the checkpoint right there. We're good. We're almost done. We have to do West Arena, and then once we're out of West Arena, we're home free. Because we don't have to do Waterworks because we're just doing stick. I mean, we're not doing stick %, obviously, because I have a sword. But... I contemplated whether it should be stick %. But I decided against it. I decided for just the straight any %. I love that word, by the way. Scrum. I love that word. And yeah, on the assumption that we're gonna get Mr. Clippied, I am gonna save in here. Even though technically this is also a save. And so they're very close to each other. Okay, Yorda. Oopsie. I always think that I can skip that one, and it's only the other arena that you can skip. Come on, hun. So she'll work on getting up there. Yeah. I always miss these. I suck at these. You up here, Yorda, yet? Have you sorted out? No, she's not, of course. Well, honey, I need you to get up, okay? Because once I do this, we're gonna have to go. Eh. Eh. Which door is it? Get down! Oh yeah, no, totally, just take as long as humanly possible. So the shadows can start to spawn. Cool. Well, okay. Come here, honey. I'm gonna do a little bit of this first. I'm gonna get the stick. Honey, please. Sit down. Okay. I said yes. Okay. Now you go have fun, Yorda. I'll be back in a little bit. Hey, cool dude, nice to see ya. How you doing? Oh, camera. I want my sword back. And I guess technically I could go get it, but... This skip isn't as bad. I somehow did manage to mess it up sort of recently, but this isn't the worst. Okay. You stay here. Because we're not aiming for that really tiny, impossible to see ladder like we are in the other place. Even though we got that today and then Yorda decided that she didn't care. And we're gonna have to run through that front room that's gonna have like a bunch of shadows in it because Eco decided that he was gonna be an absolute goober. Come on. Up the ladder. Quick, 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 let's go. Alright, she is coming. We'll get the sword on the way back. Like, I could grab it now. Oh, just get out of the room. I could grab it now while we're waiting for Yorda, but... yeah, and the shadows are already here. Which sucks, but we should be okay. We'll just take this corner kind of tight, and that should throw them off enough. You just get all the way over here in the corner, and do not follow me, okay? I'm doing well. Cool, dude. Thank you. Once we get into not eco, I think I'll feel like things are going really quickly. Give me sword. I just really, really don't want to have to do West Arena again. Hey, Jade, thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. How you doing? We have not yet done Shadow, but Shadow is going to take us all of like 5 minutes, so... But I did finally add the stab stuff to my splits, so I shouldn't need to ask for help anymore. Or at least not as much. I was enjoying Boss Rush, so I think I might do more of that. And maybe like intended percent. Or like some meme categories, I want to do like the full death percent thing. Oh, that was closer than it looked. We went kind of diagonal during that jump, and that's a good way to die. You don't actually make it across, you bonk on the railing. Two double cuts, though. Yeah, that jump is scary. And it's like, oh, just jump in a straight line. Jumping in a straight line is easier said than done in this game. Okay, I got one call to Yorda. No? Okay, there's a very specific way to do this. I'm in West Arena now. We go up. We get the thing. Oh, West Arena is so stressful. Around the corner. Around the corner. Across the bridge. Get the bomb. Get the bomb. Get the bomb. Get the bomb. Got the bomb. Don't throw the bomb. I have accidentally foiled myself by throwing the bomb. And I could just do bomb throw. Like, if I felt like taking that risk, I could just do bomb throw. Set the bomb. Because I've done bomb throw successfully. No, no, no. Light up. Why are you just staring at the corner? Okay, okay, okay. Light it. Light it. Light it. Eco, please. Light the bomb. Oh, that felt like it took forever. Okay. No, 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 no. Oh, she got caught. Go, go, go. Eco, run. It's okay. It'll be okay. She's probably just up at the top here. Yorda. Oh, come on, man. Can you not do that? I hate it when he gets stuck up there. Okay, she's in the thing. I shouldn't die. Okay. We're fine. Alright. We're so close to done, Yorda. We're so close. Please. Just make it across the bridge. It's been a long time since she's actually gotten caught there. Okay, we made it through. Do not, Mr. Clippy. Guys, I'm gonna need you to stop. No, no, not today. She got, but I saved her. I am not doing West Arena again. Okay, I need this. Oh, okay, I don't think that anything can go wrong. I mean, we just got a checkpoint. With that little thing, we just got a checkpoint, so... Man. Like, I'm tired of dying there. Good job, Yorda. I think we can just leave her, can't we? For this one? Pretty sure we can just leave her. Yeah, I'm playing on a profile that's not played this before, so I'm getting a bunch of just very easy trophies. But yeah, it's usually not such a bad thing if she gets caught there, where she did, because you just pop out and she almost always gets taken to that one at the top, which you just walk over and then save her and it's fine. Welcome back, villain! We just completed West Arena and it was spooky, and I almost got absolutely wrecked, but I saved it at the last second by hitting somebody in the face with a stick. As you do. I would recommend that strategy more often. Okay. We are basically home free at this point. Well, okay. I take that back. Forget that I ever said that, because we have one more room to do, and it's the room with the triple shadow encounter. And having said that, things will go catastrophically wrong. It's this room. Okay, just go through the room. Don't get stuck on the corners. There's shadows already. Once we get on the ramp, we're doing pretty decent. This corner can be challenging, as can this. We're looking good. As long as she doesn't let go of my hand at the bottom. Whew. Okay. Okay. We literally cannot fail at this point, I think. Also, we saved, yoink, a bunch of time. Presumably by not having to do West Arena again. And I don't think I even have to get up to switch games, because I'm pretty sure that Shadow is in there already. Oh, I can probably skip this. Okay. So now she's sickly. And if we run too far, she'll fall down. Which is why we stop like that. You love the category idea? Yeah, I'm a heartless monster, I'm sorry. So I guess I was right, though, to intentionally take the death. Stick, no! Bam, okay. Rest in pieces, Stick. I am going to switch games. Stick has fallen. And now we go to Shadow of the Colossus. I will have to get up, unfortunately, to change to Last Guardian, but... But yeah, I guess I was right to intentionally take the death in Graveyard because I didn't die after that. I kind of assumed that I would, but I think Graveyard is the best place. Like, if you're gonna kill Yorda, I think Graveyard is the best place. Maybe for extra, like, bonus points in your run, you can make Yorda fall down on the bridge there, if you just want to be horrible. Just, like, run too fast and make her fall. Okay, so we are gonna load, here. So yeah, hopefully I can get this to work. Shoutouts to Aiden for figuring out how to make it work for me. I appreciate it. Yeah, okay. I have my parachute. That's all we need. I don't actually know the fastest way to the Cape, but I'm gonna choose to go this way because I think it's cool. Technically, I bet that way's faster. Going past Dirge and out the cave. But whatever. Thanks for hanging out, Sakasa. Good luck with your work stuff. I hope that things sort of sort themselves out. You know, speaking of I've fallen and I can't get up, I actually heard a commercial yesterday for JG Wentworth 877 Cash Now, and I didn't even think that existed anymore. What are the odds? This is the fastest way? Cool. Also, I'm gonna stop real quick and show off the Easter egg, I think. Like, better to do it in this run than in, like, an any percent or something. So, just a second. Pretty sure it's, like, over here. Through the water, I remember, and then... Yeah, I found it! So here you go, just a Last Guardian barrel down here on the floor. That's all. Hey, Aggro. I didn't really want you to follow me back here. Oh, I got up from her butt. Because now we have to walk ever so slowly through the water. But, whatever. We got to see our little Easter egg. And obviously that didn't exist, like, in the PS2 version. Trico just so almost works with sunglasses. So close. Or just right, considering what Trico is like. It's just right. Lily Spikes, good luck, thank you. I appreciate it. we're past the hardest stuff. We just finished Eco, which to me is the hardest. I'm sure that people like Sancho would disagree, since that's their main run. Maybe I'm taking for granted how easy it's gonna be to do the thing I'm about to do, but after that we move into Last Guardian, and that's my main game, so I feel very confident about that. I got turned around for a second in my brain, but now I recognize where we are. I still, by the way, I really want to do the scavenger hunt thing. I feel like I'm gonna take this jump, even though I think it's gonna break Aggro's leg. Oh, come on, Aggro. Oh, we made it! Could have sworn that that hurt Aggro. But, I know that some people were talking about it, about doing, like, taking a screenshot of some obscure place in the Forbidden Lands and then, like, doing a race to see who can find it first. I really, really want to do that. I haven't forgotten. Because I know this place, I would like to think, very, very well from just riding around it for fun every day when I was in, like, high school. Okay, I am gonna take a save here, just in case. And there'd have to be, like, some, you know, consideration of how we would do it. Like, do you have a file of, like, 12 photos or something that everybody can access, and then you just all start at the same time and see who finds it? Or is it, you could do, like, a bingo card? There's all sorts of stuff you could do. Have you collected all the lizards? I actually, Shade Strike, have the world record in both 50 lizards and 1 lizard. At least I think I still have the 1 lizard world record. I don't think I have... Maybe I have 10 lizards still. I don't remember. Nobody take that from me, okay? Don't worry about what's happening. It's totally fine. Definitely fine. Definitely fine. Okay, you saw nothing. Hopefully this works. I think it worked. Hey! We've done it! Okay. I need to switch the games real quick. So I will be right back. Shoutouts to Aiden for discovering that that was possible and helping me do it. Okay, Last Guardian. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, no, it was entirely my idea. I blame Aiden. Aiden is the strategizer, but I am the perpetrator. Also, is Tonberry still here? Oh yeah, he is. Companion be gone %. I love that. I couldn't think of what to call this. But yeah, so apparently it was possible to kill aggro in other versions, but nobody knew how to do it in this version until I was like, hey Aiden, can you help me? Because I have this category I need to do. And then Aiden figured it out, so... Here we go! We are in The Last Guardian! And obviously this is going to be bad ending. Serves aggro right. Oh, I have a green Trico. Serves aggro right for not going full speed gallop through the forest, huh? Yeah, I've got Moldy Trico. I don't remember why. I guess because I'm playing on, like, the main profile. This would be, like, the race profile. So this must be the last time that we did a race, because I have not played on this profile in a long time. So we've got Moldy Trico for good luck. Whoa. Full 360. Alright. So now we're in Last Guardian. I feel pretty relaxed. This is definitely my element, so... The only thing that's kind of bumming me out is that I had a doctor's appointment today at 8:30. So I didn't have any time to work before I went. And I'm gonna give him both of those, actually. So once I'm done with this run, I have to start working for the day, and it's already gonna be past noon. And my brain is just 0% in work mode. Hi, buddy. Just a second, and I will give you this one. So yeah, we have to wait for him to eat too, just because of how good the first barrel throw was. Whatever. If you're gonna murder Trico, it might as well be Moldy Trico. Did you sign up for the Last Guardian race, Aiden? We haven't quite figured out yet when the race is gonna be, I don't think, but... We've got a decent number of people interested, which is great. Also, amazing spear pull here. Beautiful. Because, yeah, like, I remember when I was basically the only person running Last Guardian. And now there's enough people that we could do a race with, like, 6 people and still have other people who aren't participating. That just makes me really happy. You did? Oh, good. I did too. I'm gonna try to do it, like, live instead of pre-recorded. But depending on how many people show up, like, and are actually like all aligned for a certain time, so we know how many racers we have, I might just do commentary. You know? Because when you get enough people, it suddenly becomes helpful to like have somebody who's familiar with the run but isn't doing it, so they can be like, oh yeah, this person's leading, this person just did this skip and this is why it's important, and that kind of stuff, right? That is true, I could do both. I could do pre-recorded and then also commentate. Boy, I just suck at these physics-based things. I've never gotten mind skip. Granted, I haven't really tried that much, but... Because yeah, it depends on what everybody wants to capture. Like, if they want to capture the Discord call, we can have that be commentary, or... I would not feel at all inconvenienced or stressed by doing commentary by myself, you know? If everybody else wants to race. So... I think that would be fun. Hey, Walter, speaking of Last Guardian runners. Oh, I never switched the game category. I forgot. Hold on a second. When I get the mirror. There was basically no point in switching to, I have to turn captions off for a second. There was basically no point in switching to Shadow of the Colossus, because we did it for like 5 minutes. But yeah, we get this little scene. We are not playing Eco anymore. We are playing Last Guardian. Cool, cool. And... Ooh. Should be good. Might need to refresh the page or something, but we should be playing Last Guardian now. He's so green. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what's... Not like our Last Guardian... Come on. Not like our Last Guardian races aren't usually good, but I kind of feel like that's what's missing. Is just... Like, all of the people who are super familiar with Last Guardian are racing, right? So... There's nobody to be like, oh, this person just overtook the lead, or this person did an amazing thing that's gonna help them save so much time, you know? Like, it helps people understand, and so it makes it more accessible, maybe, than just, having the Discord call. But the Discord call is also fun, because then you can listen to the runners all just complain about Trico. Oopsie. If I could just... Too high. Did not want to be that high, but whatever. It worked out. I still haven't caught up on SGDQ runs, by the way. What do you all recommend? Any that you particularly liked? Of course, there was the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus runs. I'm really excited for... I think there was a Super Mario Maker relay or something. I always really like Super Mario Maker stuff. Bullets did a run of Elephant Game, I think, so that should be fun. Can you get down here, dude? Yeah, rubies, of course. Okay, bro. Sure. I was there for Pathless. So that was nice. Trico, don't leave me. Pathless was super hype because just like right at the end, May got like a perfect lineup to one of the lights inside the cloud, and it was like super hype. Like I've never seen anybody do that before. Celeste, yeah. Celeste is always super popular, and obviously for a reason, right? Like, they're technically very impressive. And I always think to myself, because I started the leaderboard for this teeny tiny little game called A Night at the Races. And it's basically just me. There's like 2 other people that did World 1. And then there used to be 3, but I caught him splicing, so... And I've always thought to myself, like, if people would just give this game a chance, it's a lot like Celeste. As far as, like, tight technical movement in a speedrun. So if you like playing Celeste, go check out A Night at the Races. I think it's cool. That's always a good sign. Like, if you don't know anything about the run, but it's still amazing, that's always a good sign that the runner and the commentators did a great job. Yeah, Aiden, I feel like at this point, just the level of quality that you've put into your ILs, it doesn't matter that you haven't done a full run in a while. You know? Like, it'll just click muscle memory the whole time. Yeah, I'm glad that it seems to be fixed, Aiden. At least I hope so. Yeah, I think given the options that they had in the Sunshine Run, they did the best they could, you know? Night at the Races is definitely fast. That's definitely a thing. I'm not particularly good at those kind of games, so it's hard for me to gauge, like, exactly what its pros and cons are. But it's definitely technically impressive once you get things like down smooth, but it's very fast-paced for sure. And I think it was just like a single guy who made it. So, I don't know. I wanted to give his game, like, the chance to have its own board and everything. The Tunic Run. ... Was the Tunic Run, like, not commentated as well as it could be, perhaps? Because runners have different strengths, right? I consider myself to be a pretty decent commentator. And in fact, and I say this absolutely with no offense to anybody who's ever been my commentary, but like for things like frame fatales, where we have to have a commentator and I have no choice, I feel like I do worse, you know? Like, I tend to prefer just doing commentary on my own. But then at the same time, there are really great people to commentate with, like Cutie Roo commentating with me for Gold Rush. Like, that was really good. That was one of the best Last Guardian runs I've ever done. As far as commentary and, like, entertainment quality. So, some runners are good at commentary, others are mostly just good at the run, and then they rely on others for commentary. Which is also valid, of course. Oh, you watched on mute. We usually watch things on mute. And, like, have stuff in the background while we're doing other things. They had Monster Hunter Rise? I don't remember that. Sick, though. I love Monster Hunter. I've considered learning some individual levels for Monster Hunter. Or, like, short categories. Because I have played the bejesus out of those games. Well, this was a nice little section. Trico, unfortunately, was a little far forward, but whatever. Hey, Sancho. Nice to see ya. There's a couple things I want to show you from the eco run. Things that I'm very proud of. But, Yorda died, Stick died, Aggro died. We are working on Trico, and then we will be done. Like, I'm wondering if there's a better way to, take out Yorda, but not for dinner, as it were. I really think Graveyard is probably the best. Because she gets carried kind of far, but the checkpoint is also, like, right there. You can leave her at the bridge? I didn't even think about that. Like, I guess, right? You could just choose not to jump over to her? I'll have to give that some consideration. Because I've never thought about that. Even I, the horrible person who has been spending the last 1 hour and 56 minutes murdering all of my companions, did not think about just abandoning Yorda at the bridge. Hey Ruby, nice to see you. How you doing? What's a bad handler run? It is something that I made up where we viciously and heartlessly murder all of our companions. Sorry, not sorry. So we failed to save Yorda in the graveyard so that she turned everything to stone. We played until we dropped the stick. We killed Aggro. And now we're gonna be obviously letting Trico fall to his death. Because I am a bad friend. It's my attempt at making the Fecta shorter. But Sancho did just point out that maybe we can abandon Yorda on the bridge. So maybe we'll revise what it takes. But I don't know, I feel like having Yorda caught by shadows and then intentionally, like, not saving her makes me a bad person. And that's kind of what we're going for, so I don't know. But yeah, like I said before, shoutouts to Aiden, who was the one who helped me figure out how to kill Aggro in the PS4 version. I mean, he figured it out. He didn't help me, he just did. I wanted to do it, but he was the one that figured out like the technical stuff. I'm kind of fond, honestly, of Companion Be Gone. Kinda like it. Because, yeah, I just showed up in Aiden's DMs after, like, a couple months of not talking and was just like, so, how you kill aggro? Yeah, like, I think that we could have killed Yorda earlier. Like, in my brain, the rule is just Yorda has to die at some point, so you can do it whenever you want. Because we could have done it earlier than Graveyard. I don't know if you have a choice, right? Like at the bridge at the beginning, or the bridge at the end. Like, what happens if you just don't do it? You know? Yeah, and we had to play through until we lost Stick. You immediately stop and move on to the next game as soon as you kill the companion for the first time. That would make Last Guardian, like, by far the longest. Like, you'd have to go basically an hour in. Because even in Eco, like, even if you had to save Yorda... Well, okay, what happens to Yorda if you don't even save her from the first shadow? Does he just carry her around forever? Because I wanted to... I feel like Stick is a companion. I feel like we love Stick enough that I wanted him to die. That sounds horrible. But... you could just call it, like, the Tricofecta Blitz, right? Or something, where you just go through as soon as Yorda ends up turning everything to stone for the first time, you just move on. Thanks, Ryan, for the resub. 17 months. You are creeping ever closer to equipping your Mort with a soup knife. Things are going pretty good, Ryan. We had some iffy moments in Eco. I saved the entire run with one well-placed thwack of the stick right at the end, like a couple minutes from the end. And then Shadow went perfectly fine. Boy, I am asking you to accept my triangle input. Please. For the love of Trico. And yeah, like, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing you can do to mono to, like, mess with her. I've never tried hitting her with an explosive arrow, but I'm assuming that she counts as part of the environment, and so it doesn't do anything. So then we have Yorda, we have Stick, we have Aggro, we have Trico. And I couldn't think of anything else, because I don't... like I was saying before, I don't think that once you pick up the Queen's Sword, you can put it down again. So I don't think we could get rid of that. We're all a part of the environment. And we don't really have any other friends in Last Guardian. I could see a minimal argument being made for you have to go until you bonk the other Trico on the head with the minecart. But then you're playing, like, basically all of Last Guardian, and I'm not really sure that I want it to be that, you know? Because we want to be mean to our friends, and even though bonking her in the head is kind of mean, it's actually what saves her life, so it's kind of like a good thing anyway. Which is like the antithesis of what we're doing here. Yes, it's a very evil run today, for sure. Hi, Viv. How you doing? But yeah, I don't know. I made this up for fun because I wanted to do a Tricofecta, but I didn't want to spend 8 hours on it. So this will end up being like less than 3 hours, which is nice. And actually, ideally, it should be pretty close to 2:30 based on where we are currently. Up, Trico, that was a little bit late, buddy. Yay! Good luck, Ruby. Let me know if you need any help. Obviously, I'm here to help. Ooh, okay, do we have no helmets? Come on, Trico. Trico, hey, Trico, look. We have no helmets. Come on, buddy. Good job, dude. A little bit further. A little bit further. Get in here. Trico. Thank you. That was glorious. No helmets? Helmetless helmet skip is the ideal way to do it, to be honest. Which is ironic, given the name of the skip, but... I have been just garbage at these jumps lately. And I imagine it's because I haven't been playing that much, but... Yeah, for sure, Ruby. I mean, anything that I can do to help. Obviously, I love this game. I am happy to be the big mama of this game and help you out. And it's up to you, of course, like, if you want to start with ILs and get an idea of the game in chunks, or if you just want to go through in pieces. I have my own original splits. Nobody really knows this, but if you look at my splits, because it still exists this way, if you look at the splits that I use in any of my actual Last Guardian runs, you'll see that there's a different colored feather in chunks. Like, it'll do a blue feather first for a while, and then like a red feather, or whatever. That was how I learned the game. So each color chunk was one chunk of the game that I learned at once. So it's bigger than the ILs, but smaller than the entire game. Some people might find that helpful, some people might find that completely unhelpful. Up to you. But it's already like built into my splits, if you want to take a look. Treeks, why are you doing 2 runs, buddy? Yeah, we've got moldy Trico because I forgot to switch profiles. Yeah, and that's totally fair, Ruby. I think that that's a good way to approach it. I definitely think that no matter what you do, just starting from the beginning and going to the end is not the way to do it, because it's long enough and similar looking enough, or like you revisit a couple places, that it can become confusing, right? Also, I just did a podcast, by the way, Dear PB, where I ran Last Guardian while they were talking to me, and I actually got Vine Skip in that, which was kind of cool. It was nice to see me get Vine Skip, and of course it was in a format that I wasn't like live or anything, but whatever. And of course I'm going to go for it now, and it's not going to work. Yeah! Well, I didn't fall. Rah! Well, there I fell. Oh, Vine Skip sucks. Alright, whatever. I'm resetting Trico so that he's in here. Oh, except I still need to move it. Well, whatever. And the other nice thing about individual levels is, and that's why I made them, right? Yeah, I was not aiming very well with that, to be honest. The reason that I made the individual levels was to give people like a starting point, right, for learning any percent. And once you get enough muscle memory in each individual level, then there's just like the I don't know what I'm doing. There's just the temporary like, hold on a second, while you figure out which individual level you're moving to next, and then your muscle memory takes over again, so... There's like a 5-second gap or something in between the individual levels, and then you're kind of back into it. But it should be fun. Yeah, to be honest, like, I should do ILs. Like, I submitted, like, a singular run to a couple of them just to start the board. But there's a bunch that I haven't even submitted anything. So I should just do some ILs. Those would primarily be offline things, and my offline life is like so busy. That's why I don't do 3 days of streams anymore, you know? Yeah, I literally made the category and then didn't submit to it. Yuzu, hello! We were talking about you earlier. We were talking about the Frame Fatales run. Good luck with the repairman. Thanks for hanging out, Trico. Why would you do that? See, that's the thing, like, I have not at all tried to practice mind skip. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I just haven't even done, you know? Because right around the time that that stuff all got discovered was the time that my schedule started getting super busy, and so I never integrated it. Camera, come on, flick up. Thank you. I'm not taking the risk, to be honest. Because he started being upset a little bit late. So, whatever. I'm not in a rush. How am I doing today? I'm doing alright. I'm not looking forward to when this run is done. Hi, dude. Twisty around, please. Because then I have to start working. I was at the doctor this morning and didn't have time to even begin my work for the day. So, like, it's already 12:15 and I haven't done a lick of work, which means I am 0% in the headspace where I can focus, you know? I don't want to do work. But we'll see what I actually have to do. I know that I have to write something. Something I think about how to repair cracks in your masonry, which it's not that hard. I can crank that out in 20 minutes. 800 words in 20 minutes is basically my life. And then I guess I have another article to revise and submit. I probably have some editing to do, as long as it's not calendars. I hate editing calendars. Calendars are one of the easiest things to make mistakes, They are so time consuming. They are just a nightmare for any editor. Those and videos. Because videos you can't really like skip through or else you might miss things. So any ability you have to like speed read or anything is completely negated. Okay, let's get out of here. I know that I have a couple 1,000-word things to edit. Presumably on dentistry, because that's what that client is, mostly. It's dentistry, and then every now and then he has side tasks that have to do with, like, ophthalmology and stuff, and it's like... I don't understand what topics you work for, bro, but whatever. So none of it's hard, but it's also, like, pretty boring, you know? Calendars suck. If I never proofread a calendar again, it'll be too soon. Oh, I didn't even split for Vine Skip. Whatever. Because think about it, right? From the perspective of an editor, my job is to make sure that everything on the calendar is correct. You wouldn't think that would be that hard because calendars don't have very many words. Well, what else is on a calendar? Dates. Okay, so first you have to make sure that the month starts and ends on the correct date. Okay, sure. Then you have to make sure that the numbers are actually in order. Doesn't seem like that big of a deal. You know how many calendars I've seen that had 30 before 30 or 31 before 30? A lot. So you have to sit there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and count all of the days meticulously. But you can't check out. You can't check out in your brain because then your brain will just autofill things and it'll be wrong and you won't notice it. And then you have to make sure, yeah, that they're all... the correct number of days is there. If there are holidays, you have to make sure that they're on the right day, that they're spelled correctly, that the month is spelled correctly, that all the boxes are the same size. You have to make sure, if it's a calendar that overlaps more than 1 year, that the holidays are spelled the same. For example, you can't have Martin Luther King Day in 2023 and Martin Luther King Jr. Day in 2024. Double check whether a bunch of holidays have apostrophes or not. It's garbage. I hate it. Check whether Monday through Sunday is spelled correctly on every single calendar. And of course, you don't know what you don't know. So... if a holiday is missing, oops, you know? Because, for example, Juneteenth just got added as a federal holiday, and that wasn't on any of our calendars. Wow, I am just, like, not paying attention to any of these splits. So yeah, it sucks to edit calendars. And I got in trouble in quotes, because last year when I edited the calendars, they assigned me basically from April 2020, it would have been, what, 2022, right? Through August 2023 or something. Some very arbitrary range. They assigned that to me on a Friday at 3:30 p.m. All of it. All of it. And I was like, this is not something that I can do in an hour and a half. Trico, bro, what are you? Okay, we're just resetting. I am not even dealing with this. I got stuck, so Trico wasn't, like, listening to me. Like, I got stuck on his physiology. And I was like, I can't do this in an hour and a half. And so there were mistakes. And they got angry, and I was like, okay, well, maybe next time leave me enough time. And they are kind of, they haven't apologized, but Trico, bro. They haven't apologized, but they've been very quiet this year about how much time it's taken. Because they did give me time this year, and it has taken 3 people an average of about 13 hours each to finish these calendars. Just the proofreading and making sure everything is correct. So yeah, they basically gave me, like, an almost 40-hour job that they wanted done in an hour and a half. I don't know why I'm still standing here. So yeah, that was my rant on calendars. I don't ever want to work on them again. Shavil, it was, we're killing everybody. We killed Yorda. Get over there, dude. We killed Yorda, we killed Stick, we killed Aggro. Treeks. My man. You got it. How'd the other games go? Shadow was easy. Shadow took, like, literally, like, 5 minutes. And I went to go look at the Easter egg for Last Guardian in it. And Eco... Yorda was very finicky at the beginning. But then we really came in clutch in a couple places. I saved West Arena at the last possible moment. So, pretty happy with it. And I mean, obviously this is not very fast, but that's fine. I wasn't going for fast, I was going for fun, so... If I was going for fast, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to look at the Easter egg and everything. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little undecided about how that should work, because I loaded up a save where I had, like, all of the items. And that seems reasonable, because you need the parachute, which I'm pretty sure you only get after 14 Colossi. So, like, again, if we're gonna play the vast majority of Eco, the vast majority of Shadow, and quite a bit of Last Guardian, like, the category kind of loses its point, right? But at the same time, like, yeah, then you only play Shadow for 5 minutes. So... Trico, stop. Dude, it's gonna take you longer to turn around than it is me to just do this again. Get on the bird dog. Okay. He's got it. We've got a smart one. But yeah, I want to spend more time playing Shadow, to be honest. I just think that any percent is a bit too stressful for me. Like, dedicating that much time and knowing that I have Argus at the end, basically, you know? Argus, Pelagia, Malice, all toward the end. Like, that's just stressful to me. That was a dope drop. But I'm enjoying Boss Rush, and I want to do, like, Death Percent and stuff. I'm a sucker for meme categories. Like, for real. I almost never play any percent in any game. It's always, like, the miscellaneous categories that I go for. Oh, see, I don't know why I'm not paying attention to my splits. Probably because I don't actually care what time I get. I keep forgetting. Ooh, we just got a package. I hope it's Husbando's gift. I ordered something for Husbando in November, and it just shipped last week. I hope it's that just came to the door. Oz, I'm sorry. You got timed out. I can give you permission in a second. I trust you. Anytime, Trico. Thanks. Trico, you suck at fighting today, bro. Schwap. I think that's everyone. Is there a guy still over there? I can't actually tell. Okay, well, we're gonna call it good. I'm not going for task jump. I'm too tired to, like, climb Trico again. Whatever. Yeah, I'm really excited for the race. I was so sad to see that it wasn't a race because for the longest time, like, it was supposed to be. And then I pointed it out and they were like, no, it was a scheduling conflict. And I think that Yuzu, like, also pointed it out and they were like, no, it's a scheduling conflict. And it's like, but she can be there for commentary, though. Like, what is your problem? But it turned out that we weren't the only race that was affected. Something just got messed up, I guess, in the transfer between, like, the sheet where the decisions were made and the sheet that was, like, the schedule, right? Something didn't get copied correctly, so... There you go, Oz. Hopefully, hypothetically, you have permission to post a link. We'll see. That's really what got you? Sad. But alas, it is me. The one and only. Yuzu was here earlier. The other racer, usurping. And we shall see, that day, how our Tricos are feeling. Because I tell you what... The last race that Yuzu and I did together for a marathon, I lost. And I still have some clips of it. It was in all barrels. I lost because the second to last barrel, the one where you have to, like, go down Trico's tail to get to it, I died once, which already was a huge time sink because then you have to go back and get the first barrel anyway. And then the second time, after I had already solved the entire puzzle, everything was looking great, everything was just hunky-dory, I walked up to Trico with the barrel and he literally punted it out of my hands. And not only did he knock it out of my hands, he yeeted it off of the White Tower, which means I couldn't give it to him. Which means that I had to reset again. I did world record poop that day. Me personally, I world record poop percent. Boy, turn around. What is your problem? Why is he not turning? Thank you. So I had that going for me. I did just say hunky-dory, uh-huh. So yeah, I had the poop percent going for me, but Trico just really sabotaged me right at the end. So maybe I can get some redemption in a race. But what would make me happier is just, like, both of our Tricos being temperamental enough that we'd trade places a lot. Just because that's exciting, right? Like, I want to overtake Yuzu, and then she overtakes me, and back and forth, right? I mean, you're speaking kind of to a biased audience, Oz, but I think everybody here would recommend it, of course. It's definitely something that you play, understanding that the journey is the point, right? Like, you're not trying to get anywhere. Because speedrunners often make this game look much more cooperative than it is. And yeah, I mean, Yuzu... We were close before that barrel thing happened. Like, we were quite close, if I remember. But then I was able to gain some, I think, pretty significant time in the fight. So we ended up being, like, decently close again. There was no way I was ever gonna fully come back, but... It was fun. It was fun to be that close, you know? I got you, Treeks. You ready? Stop. Stop. Thank you. Over there. Alright. We're almost done. Do you think it qualifies as a mountain game? I think it does. Because much like Getting Over It by Bennett Foddy, the mountain that you climb is more symbolic than simply a mountain. In this case, it's a white tower. You spend the entire game climbing. That is, in fact, the purpose. Yeah, I think that the rules therefore state, Shaviel, that you must run all games where you climb a mountain. I'm stuck. Thank you, Trico. And hey, I would not be disappointed to see some Last Guardian fan art if you ever run it. Welcome back, villain. Yeah, so Shaviel, I think, right, knows how to run Celeste, at least a bit. Trico actually listened. Shaviel knows how to run Celeste. And purchased Getting Over It. Due to the aforementioned legal obligation to speedrun all games where you climb a mountain. A short hike? Does that count? as climbing a mountain. Hey, Moldy Trico. Get over there, my green bean. Man, I even got his ears real good. It's hard to paint Trico like this thoroughly, which is probably why I've never unpainted him. Oh yeah, pathless. Very true. Your whole goal for the entire game is to get higher and higher. You know what? Actually, Shavil, if you want games where you climb mountains, pathless any percent. All bosses is cool, but any percent is quite literally climbing that snowy mountain that you're not supposed to. Trico, thank you. Like, you spend a ton of time climbing that mountain because you're not supposed to be up there in order to get straight to Kumo. Casual pathless is so much fun. Don't rush through it just to be done. Like, there's a ton of stuff. Pathless is huge. You just don't realize it when you watch speedruns because they're all very focused. And it seems like, oh yeah, you know, we're solving a bunch of puzzles, we need all these light stones. We are doing... Speedrunners are doing like 10% of the pathless content. There is so much. Shibuya has emotes, yeah. Lovely turtle friends. I mean, make fan art of what you're actually a fan of, right? Don't let me tell you what to do. I am choosing to reside on the tummy. Okay, apparently I'm choosing to reside on the leg because that's where Trico teleported me to. So while we're waiting for this, let me turn the captions off real quick. Who is live? Tikri is live. Does anybody have friends who are streaming? Oh, Mexican Runner's playing Cuphead. That's kind of fun. Black Tastic's playing Castlevania. Liz is playing Retro as always, I feel like. But yeah, if you all have friends who are streaming, let me know. I thought about the tail, Aiden, but his tail, because of gravity, is like the last thing that falls, actually. I think I was on his tail the first time. But it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun to, like, wiggle wobble on his tail. Donut County? Wee! Bye, Trico. Here, we'll sit down real quick. We have yeeted as many of our companions as possible. Viv, have you ever watched Shark Bark Man? Also, Husbando is talking to me. What's up? He said, am I doing okay? Probably still streaming. I am still streaming, Husbando. Thank you, Shivil. Appreciate it. This was fun. I might, like, change the rules or something. I don't know. But it was just a cheeky little thing that I wanted to do. So, Yeah, I don't... For some reason, like, there's, like, nobody streaming right now. Which is kind of unusual. Husbando! Hi! We're just leaving. You always get here right when we're leaving. I murdered all my friends. Are you proud of me? So let's see. I think we'll go to this, Shark Bark Man, I guess. Who's playing Donut County. Because we know that game. Shark Bark Man. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Say hi to Husbando. And I'll be back on Thursday. Legend of Dragoon. Trico's having a time back there. Like I said, I might change the rules of this category. I don't know, but we finished it, and that's something, so. Say hi to Mr. Sharkbark when you get over there. And stay safe, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Bye!